Alright guys, this is the 2019 Vitus Nucleus 275 VRX. I just got it today from Chain Reaction Cycles, who are out in the UK. I live here in Chicago and wanted to give you guys a little bit of an overview of the bike, give you some insight into my decision process for buying the bike. And there's not very many videos about this bike online, so I figured I wanted to give you some insight into the different components and what led to my decision on it. So let's start at the front of the bike. So there's, in this price range, it's very tough to find a bike that has an air sprung fork. Most of them are coil spring forks, which I did not want. So some of my purchase decision led me down the path of, okay, I want an air fork. I want a 1x10 drivetrain on it. I saw other bikes out there like the Trek Marlin 5, 6. Those bikes just didn't interest me. First off, they had spring fork. They did not have a 1x10 drivetrain. The components here, the derailleur has a clutch, so it's the Shimano Dior. And really, when you're looking into mountain bikes, the very minimum you should have is a Shimano Dior derailleur, and because it's got a clutch on it. Some of these other bikes that are out there are, kind of wannabe mountain bikes. They have like a Shimano tourney derailleur system on it, so you go off any hard trails or anything like that, and the chain's going to be flying off the bike. It was something that was actually brought up in the Vitus Nucleus 275 VR doesn't have a clutch on the derailleur, and that bike was amazing, and everybody loved the bike, and it was Bike of the Year. It scored a 10 out of 10 through Mountain Bike Rider magazine it's actually the 4th year in a row that the bike won Mountain Bike of the Year in its price class. The problem is like I didn't want to deal with the components that were on that bike. I could spend a little bit more. It was about $230 more, and I can get the VRX model with better everything on it. So hold on one second. So I'm shooting this video in my hand here. I apologize. So let's go through the components a little bit here. So handlebars, they're nuke proof. Really nice handlebars. Shimano components. It's got the 1x10 shifter, so you don't see a shifter on this side because there's only one derailleur. So that's what that looks like. Little indicator here as well. It's all hydraulic, so the brakes are hydraulic, which are nice. Again, in this price point, you don't really see that very often. 180 mil front rotors, 160 in the rear. This is the Suntour fork. It's air, and it has a lockout. So I have it in open right now. You can lock it out. Just get a shock pump. Again, air sprung, huge advantage over a spring fork. It's the Suntour Radon. So they got 120 mil of travel. It's great fork for the budget. Schwalbe Magic Mary in the front with WTB ST I-29 millimeter rims that are tubeless ready. So I plan on running tubeless on the bike, get some sealant, tape the rims, run tubeless setup. The crank is a Suntour Xeron. Nice crank, again, nice components on the bike. Shimano Dior in the rear. This is the clutch. The rear is a Schwalbe knobby nick, so better for kicking up dirt. Softer compound for the front for handling. It's got an internal dropper post routing. So because I'm on the 1x10 drivetrain, on this side all I have is the brake, so I can just mount the dropper post right there, which is going to be great. The color is dark blue over gray, they say that's what the color is, but it's really a gunmetal blue. So it's got a little shine to it, but it's really a gunmetal blue. Here's some details of the welds. Just want to give you some close-ups here. So if you're considering getting a mountain bike, say under the $1,000 price range, you know, this is a real good option. The pedals that came with it are of your Walmart type, really cheapy made pedals. I got these are race face Chesters. They're really nice. I got them in orange because why not? Really nice components on this bike. The axles are through axles, KT hubs. I mean, it's just impossible to find this type of level of components on a bike like this. You know, you got to look at the frame geometry too. So it's got a 66-degree head angle, which provides a lot of slack. So if you're going downhill, and this is what you want. You know, you look at some of these other bikes and the geometry is just not right, or it's a little squirrely. This bike is set the right way. So it was everything that I wanted again. When all said and done, all the components on it were exactly what I wanted, and I think I'll be pretty happy with it. So plan on giving some more videos of me on the trail with it and give you more of an overview of what my thoughts are on the bike. But I've just been coming from not riding for forever. My current bike was a chromoly frame Trek 930 single track with no suspension at all. So this is a big leap into jumping into a 2019 bike versus a 1993 bike. So took it out for a brief ride. Seemed like everything was great on it. Just testing it out, making sure the brakes were all right. Yeah, everything on it is very nice. And I come from old school brakes where you got to really just put your whole hand on there and grip down, you know. On this bike, it's one finger. So just wanted to give you an update.